Yeah, I started recording. Yeah, can you repeat?
It's because of the changing needs or need requirements.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason we are using Agile.
Okay,
And
changing requirements in the sense.
means the requirements can change in a
Mm-hmm.
project. So to
Mm-hmm.
handle that, if we take it in the Agile way, it is easy.
Mm-hmm.
And also like we develop it in uh, means in sprints, so increments that
Mm-hmm.
the customer can provide the feedback.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, exactly what she said. So
Mm-hmm.
earlier, what used to happen is the requirements phase used to happen first, and then it used to go to the design where they used to do the designing and come up with an estimate, and then the development used to start. All
Okay.
this used to take time, and by the time at the end, when the development used to be done, there could be a discrepancy like what we are understanding and what is the requirement.
Yeah,
Once,
that is what the waterfall model earlier. Yeah, everything happens before development.
yeah.
So
So
no changes will be done once we start development. Yeah, this is what you were explaining is a waterfall model.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
there are so many models earlier, and now everything will be agile now. Agile means you people already know, right? It is faster. We need to develop fast, and we have to make our client happy, correct? So this is the reason why everyone wants agile process now. Okay, it is a project management methodology. Okay, for software development. You people are already a software developers. How many are software developers here?
Yeah, I was a software developer previously.
Yeah, for everyone it is needed. So it is mainly used in software development, mostly in for development, and we can discuss about this. Yeah, let me get started, and you can see these are the things we can cover. And today I will only cover introduction. Okay, so next we'll cover about what is Scrum roles, Scrum events, artifacts, estimation, metrics, Scrum. Yeah, we will start looking to one by one when we today we'll get started with the introduction. Okay. Yeah. So I already told this agile process is a project management tool in that just 1 minute. Yeah, in that Scrum is a one of the practice. So mainly will if we start the Scrum right, it will have Scrum Master. Do you know anything about Scrum Master in Agile project management tool?
Scrum Master is a facilitator, coach.
Mhm. Yeah, like in this image
I
you
mean,
can
his
see,
role
right?
changes based on the situation.
Yeah, yeah, like you can see in this image, the Scrum Master, he is a Scrum leader, facilitator, teacher, and a coach. Can you understand what it is actually? If you people can understand anything, he's a servant leader in the sense for the team actually. So for if it is a Scrum means actually it will run for one week to 4 weeks. So in that there will be one Scrum Master and all our developers or testers or anybody else will be there in the team. If you start any software project, it must have Scrum Master if we are using Agile process. So we'll start with the Scrum Masters. The Scrum Master role is like he has to help our team. So he will be like a leader for our team. Like he's like a servant leader, they mean to say. Why he is a leader? Because he has to help and he is a bridge between our development work and outside client work, right? Means project owner, product owner, sorry. So product owner will be there, Scrum Master will be there, and developers, testers. These are the things will be there. But day-to-day activities, who will run? They will run by Scrum Master. So ideally, Scrum will run from 1 week to 4 weeks. So most of the software organizations, software development, ideally they will take 2 weeks Scrum. In that, we will discuss further when it comes. And yeah, this diagram is like a coach. If anybody gets stuck, right, he can coach them. If we get stuck, and in a day-to-day activities, what happens, right? Before we start any activities, we have to give the update to Scrum Master what I was doing yesterday and what I'm going to do today. So he will also ask about the issues what we have faced, and I will also tell him that what is the issue, what is the blocker, and once it get completed, and which task I'm going to take, and only these are the discussion. Normal discussion will happen, and this discussion will not go longer. Ideally, it will go daily for 15 minutes, not more than that, 15 to 20 minutes, and it is kind of just a update. Okay, so kind of facilitator, teacher. See, these anything we can add it here. It is not like restricted to these only 4, and we will walk through one by one. Have you understood anything like the Scrum Master? You have a fair idea, right?
Sir, I have a doubt. What's the difference between project manager and Scrum Master?
Okay, there is no project manager will part of the Scrum team. Project manager, before we start the Scrum, right? So he is the first person who create kind of he will bring the project and all, right, high level management. So he will decide what kind of project will come to our organization and how many members needed. And this is like with a client interaction, billing, who is working, what is the experience, what technology will be using. These things they will decide, and they will form the group. And once that group is formed, right, and then this group will form, right. Once we form this group, then we can start these kind of activities. And project management is before whatever is happened, that is between the client and the company organization.
Did potty.
Okay.
Got it, right?
Is it like a lead
Mhm.
role?
Come again?
Is it like a lead role for a
Who?
project? Scrum
Who?
Master.
No, he's yeah, you can say he's a lead. Lead in the sense anybody can become a Scrum Master. Those who have a more experience, right? Ideally, with a more knowledgeable person, will have a Scrum. He will take that role so that he can identify, he can speak to a team. If any issue comes, he will handle it. Ideally, you will come to know slowly what is the
Okay.
role, much more. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to do right, the Scrum Master certification will also be available. And mainly most of them I have seen, they will go with the Scrum Alliance certificates, certified Scrum Master. And there will be a 2-day training they will give online. And once you attend, it is easily you can pass and get certificate. It's not that much tough, difficult. Okay. So there is one more like professional Scrum Master, PSM by scrum.org, like 11. There are 3 levels, PSM 1, 2, and 3. 1 means like very basic, and 2 means medium, and 3 means kind of advanced. That depends on how they will give certificate, right? They have decided like easy. It is a PSM 1 means mostly easily everyone will get passed. There will be 4 options, you need to tick 1. In PSM 2 might be multiple choice will be available. In PSM 3 you need to write also. This question they will ask, you need to answer. So based on that, the level of certification they have implemented like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, might be most of them in the PSM self-study will be recommended. And other certificate also there like safe agile certified practitioner, but I am not aware of that one. I can get back with the more information. Okay. Okay, now we'll actually agile. This Scrum is a part of agile, right? Agile, this is agile process. And if it is a Scrum, it has to be follow the Agile values. Then we can call it as a Scrum, right? So we told if it is a Scrum, if it is Agile, there is a 4 values. They have defined it here. So in Agile process, individuals means all the developers, Scrum Master, tester, UI, UX developer, anybody, right? All individuals have equal rights. There are nobody superior or nobody inferior. All are equal. Okay, individual and interactions over the process and the tools. And instead of process, and we can listen to the developers, their issues, what they are facing, what is the progress he has done. And so more focus is for individuals.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Actually,
In progress.
Yeah. Can you come again?
your voice is very low. I don't know if it's a problem with my phone or
Is it?
it's for everyone or it's for me alone.
Is it for others as well?
No, it's clear, sir.
Is
It's
it
clear.
clear?
Okay.
It's clear, but not louder, as she said.
Yeah,
Is it fine now?
it's very low.
Is it fine?
Fine. I feel it's fine for me.
Okay.
Louder.
Yeah, I will speak little louder. Okay, so I was talking about Agile values. In the Agile values, we'll give more focus for individuals. Individual in the sense, those who are developers, testers, and UI UX, including project Scrum Master, right? There is no inferior or no superior in the team. All are equal. So we'll listen to everyone, and you can raise your voice. And because you are a developer, right? You know what is the problem you are facing. So how you will, based on your, because you are the one who is going to work, right? And you will tell, I am going to complete this in 3 working days, 4 working days. And while working on the project, you will come to know is any obstacle or you are able to finish that within 2 days. And these kind of things only developers will come to know, and they can raise their voice. So we'll listen to that. Scrum Master, okay? And one more, working software over comprehensive document. Yeah. So working software in the sense mainly your development work. Our focus will be on towards your work, not with the documentation. So anyhow, we'll discuss day by day, we'll come to know. And customer collaboration or contract negotiation. Okay, that is up to project management and all. So customer collaboration means we will get whatever the requirement, right? Day by day, customers will give. It is not like a waterfall model, like once they define their requirements, we have to follow earlier. It is not like that. Even while development also they can change. Okay. And also, if the end of our Scrum, we'll have to give a demo. You will come to know why. And that is how what they have mentioned as customer collaboration. Because every weekend or every bi-weekly, we'll give a demo to our product owner, and he will come to know what is happening in our team, whatever the progress, and he will check. That is what the customer collaboration means. And responding to the change or following the plan. Sometimes whatever the changes you people are doing, in between they can change, the priority they can change. Sometimes the target you people might be achieving it, but in between they can change, and they will inform, okay, we can stop working on this one, the other things become more priority, so please start working on that and all discussion will happen in this. So mainly more focus on our work. Okay, any question here?
No,
Are we
sir.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these are the principles, these are the values. Yeah, there are 12 principles. You can see, might be again. Those are values, and these are the principles. The principle in the sense like a customer satisfaction is the one principle. We need to satisfy the customer by delivering the software as early as possible and continuously. Even whatever he will tell, we need to change. So he must be satisfied. That is our focus. And welcoming change, it means the same. If he is satisfied, we need to adopt the change. If we tell that we need to change the priority, so we need to take that. And frequent delivery in the sense every bi-weekly, if it is a bi-weekly, we usually give a demo. So I will explain that when, what time we'll give the demo. So that is the frequent delivery. Prioritize the delivery, working on software. And collaboration, we already discussed collaboration with the product owner. And the product owner, he will speak to the customer. This is the collaboration, cross-functional teams. If we need help, if we get stuck, we'll tell to our Scrum Master. We told, right, there will be a leader. He is kind of a slave. He will work for us. He will go and get it done for our some device we need. We don't have a device. Some other team has a device. He can go and ask them for 1 hour, 2 hours if we need. He will go. He will help us in that way. Okay, that kind of collaboration work he will do. And also, you people also, it is free and go and ask. It is not, nobody is inferior, right? Nobody is superior in this team, so anybody can go and ask. And motivated individuals means, as we are developers, testers, right? We have to get motivated to build this project. And these are the principles. We must have this in our mind. And effective communication. The effective communication, day by day activity. If you are developing, you need to present yourself, right? What is the issues we are facing, and how fast, quickly we can do. What is the dependency, and that is what effective communication means. And working software. Make sure that we are properly working and will deliver our progress. And they will deliver. If you close, right? If I tell that I will deliver the use case within 2 days, I will expect it has to be done in 2 days. That is how they will measure, because within a team will come to. If you keep on lagging, if I keep on lagging, they will easily track it. So anyhow, they will measure it. You will come to know later how we will measure that one. And a sustainable place of development to avoid a burnout, because we'll not take more than what is required for our work. If I am not able to get the work done easily, I will ask them, I need more time at the beginning only. So we'll not take a more burden. Otherwise, we can't develop, we can't deliver. So within a team. And technical excellence, focus on technical excellence, good design and all. And simplicity process. Yeah, simplicity means this is how whatever we discussed, right? This is how we have to progress in the team. So it is like process is very simplified. Day by day activities, you will come to know even what changes happening in our team, our development process. After 1 or 2 sprint, right? We ours will come to know our pace. Are we really fast, slow, everything? Yeah. Any question here? Are we good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah. So in this agile process, we are taking as a Scrum, right? As a agile process, and earlier we can compare that with the traditional project management methodologies. This is agile is a one methodology, and one example we can take it as like somebody was explaining earlier, right? Like a waterfall model. Can anybody understand this image? Yeah, I will explain. See here, goals, deadline, and cost, right? This is in the first box. No, I cannot. Yeah. And flexibility and see, this is traditional. Traditional means, for example, before agile, if it is a waterfall model, our focus was more on the goal. So beginning only they will define their goals. This is what we need. Okay. And everything they will define. In between they never change. Even after 2 years, what I need, now only they will define. So this is bottom up approach. So what is flexible here is your cost may change or deadlines may change in between, but the goal is same. They will never change. So they stick to it. You have to achieve that. But if it comes to agile methodology, and the deadlines will change, because we'll on the runtime we'll come to know, right, how fast we can develop. So even customer will also come to know whether whatever the goals we have given, is it achievable in this time. Because every week we can write bi-weekly. If it is a bi-weekly scrum, we'll give them a demo. They will be easily assess and tell that yes, they are in the right path, they are not in the right path, or we have given a more work, less work, we can add more work. They will adjust accordingly. So customer will, day to day he will be knowing their progress. If the project is given to you people, I am aware that every bi-weekly meeting what is happening, and you will be aware that how much more cost is needed, any changes needed and all. Okay, so here goals itself is flexible based on deadlines and the cost. Any question here?
No, sir.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this is what explained. Approach to planning and the requirement. Traditional detailed plan, at the beginning only they will create a detailed plan. In the agile process, like we discussed, right, it is continuously refined. We give our presentation, our demo, right, they will come to know, they can continuously refine it. And if it is a in a traditional approach, it is linear. Once we define, they will not change that. Once the requirement frozen, and then the next work will start. Once the development is done, at the end only they will start the testing. In between, no change. So in agile process, everything happens at the same time. In the same group, some developers will also be there, some tester will also be there. As soon as you finish your work, you told I will take 3 days to finish this login, and fourth day we'll start testing, and you can take the some other task like that. And there only you will get a feedback. If any changes, button colors is not matching enough, then and there only you can fix it. And flexibility and adaptability is less flexible. There is no almost no flexibility here, because goals defined in traditional, right, they've already given I need this complete website end to end. They will never change in between. So it is like a, they will never change. It is like resistant to change in the traditional approach. In agile it is not like that. It is keep on changing. At the end of the some of the project, you can see at the end the completely different things they will give. And team structure and the role, traditional specialized roles, hierarchical structure. Yeah, here project I told within a team there is no superior or inferior in agile, and we can speak to anybody, even cross functional. We can organize our teams, and even scrum master like a slave. So traditional approach, project manager will be there, so he will be looked upon. So you people already know, right, a hierarchical structure. We have to report to one person, and he will take a decision. And he may not ask you, because he want only end goal. He will not in between and check. He will check only major goals. Any question here?
Sir, you said
Yeah.
in Agile,
Mhm.
the developers can make any changes. Uh, I just want to understand who will make the changes in the specs. There will be a requirement document. If during Scrum itself they are making these Agile changes, how
Mhm.
the specs gets updated? Is it the Scrum Master's responsibility?
No, no. Scrum Master, see, we are a team, will not even know what is happening. But once we give a demo, and then they will come to know, oh, okay, this is the development we need to change, like a client, right? So he will update to a project manager or product owner. So product owner will be keep in touch with the client. So product owner responsibility is to communicate with the client as well as our Scrum team. Okay. So he is the one who will give the what is the there will be a backlog. I will tell you why. Okay, the
Okay.
basic how I will explain from the basic, like, okay, if any
Okay, sir.
clients, right, if
Hmm.
client give you any um, like a use cases, right? Requirements.
Yes, sir.
Okay, once the requirement come, who will discuss, like a project manager, like a product owner, he will discuss with the client, and he will understand thoroughly what they request, what they wanted to implement, what is the requirement, everything they will understand. Okay,
Mm.
you people are not involved at that point of time. What product owner will do, he is the product owner, right? So we'll make him as a product owner, means he owns the product.
Mm.
Even if you give a demo, you will give it to product owner. Okay, he will not come and ask you day-to-day activity. So Scrum Master will do it. So that product owner every weekend, I told you, right, bi-weekly once we'll give a demo, he will give a demo to the product
Yes.
owner. He will check, like spec you told, right? The spec he will check, okay, whether they are really able to achieve this or not. Okay. What he will do before, how you will start the work means, the product owner, he will create a backlog, means each and every requirements he will understand, he will discuss,
Mm.
he will brainstorm, and he may involve some of the developers if we do not know the technology and all, and he will come up with a proper plan, and in that plan he will create a backlog. I will explain. You will in the tool, right? The Jenkins tool we'll use, project management tool. You will come to know how and where we'll add a backlog. Okay. So backlog is nothing but your use cases. He will split into, because one whole requirement he can't fit right as a backlog. He will split
Mm.
so that, okay, this is a login. It takes 2 days. This registration page, it takes 2 days, and the backend it
Okay,
takes.
sir.
So he will split each and everything. Might be thousands of small use cases he will create. You will understand there is a epic. Epic means a bigger task. In that use cases will into come picture, and after that task will come into picture. The bugs will come into picture. So first thing what he will do, he will create a epics major task. For example, login is a major task. Authentication, authorization, everything comes into picture. Registration, that itself is a one epic. So many aspects will be there. Okay, like that, he will identify the epic. In epic also, he will identify who will be working, how many days needed for the front end, how many days needed for the back end, and what is the role of a UI UX, how many days is needed. He will identify each and every aspect of it. And that time also, you people will not be aware of it. What he will do, he will create these kind of use cases, okay, in the backlog. Before we start a Scrum, these things will happen. And once everything is done, they will form a group of developers, testers, and UI UX and the Scrum Master. And then from there onwards, we can take it forward. Any question here? Is it clear?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So this is like I was explaining here, right? Yeah, team structure, traditional approach, and agile, right? This is what we were telling. Yeah, customer involvement. Yeah, customer involvement will not be part of a traditional, but in agile, there will be a customer involvement. You will give a demo to product owner, and he will anyhow will discuss. Weekly or bi-weekly meeting will happen with the customer, and there he will present like a presentation what our team has achieved and what our team is working in. Every weekly or bi-weekly, he will have a communication with the client. He will update then and there only, and they will also discuss what changes needed and all. This is how it happens, like customer involvement. Any risk will come to know, they will, earlier we never used to come to know earlier, because once we give a project after 2 years only, like after 6 months, 7 months, kind of progress it is, everything is fixed. But not now, because we are continuously communicate with the customer. If any challenges, if any dependency is needed, we have to host somewhere, everything we'll have to discuss with the client, and we can change. Okay, we need to change the platform like AWS to Kubernetes, like that, everything they will decide. Earlier we have to make a lot of documentation, because we will not even come and ask you, right, for few months without documentation. Spec, everything will define at the beginning only, because we are not going to change. because lot of documentation, because we don't even know whom to ask earlier. And here anyhow we are even bi-weekly, weekly we'll communicate with our customer. Extensive document is not needed because they may change also. Okay, so it will be lightweight, like very minimal. It is not like a one size fit for all. That is what they mean to say here. Important notes. Okay, that is fine. Any question here? You are understanding, right? You people any feeling any issues understanding? Let me know. Is it good?
Just one question. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the Scrum works mainly only for the product companies, or does that work for service-based or like
Anywhere
support projects?
everywhere it will work. Yeah, because
Like
you
even the
see
support
development
projects
team.
where
Yeah, even everywhere it works because we start development with a small team, right? You have to communicate, right, with whoever the client is, day to day, weekly, bi-weekly, right? So we can adopt
so
this from everywhere.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So the Scrum framework. So this is what I was telling. You can look into this image. Can you see image? So this is where I was telling. These are like key components. I will tell you. You can note down. Like here, the only like a buzzwords, right? These are the Scrum team. Scrum team. It involves developer, tester, Scrum Master, product owner. Everything involved is a team. And like a product backlog, this is what I told, right? Product owner, he will create a backlog. This is also one of the component. And sprint backlog, okay. Product backlog, I explained. Sprint backlog is what we will be working upon. Product backlog is very big. Product owner can create a epic, so many epics he will create because we cannot complete. Even that project may go for 1 or 2 years, 3 years like that. So whatever the requirements he got, he will split and put it in the backlog. That is called product backlog. That will be very huge. And his roadmap is for 1 year, 6 months like that. So next, once we take the task and product owner will tell which task is more important, which task we can do it later. So he will give us the priority. Okay, you can take this task first. For example, login task first, registration task next. In the first sprint, you people start working on the login pages, backend, UI, UX, design, everything. So this is what the role of the product owner. He will prioritize which task we have to take first, next, third, like that. From that, the sprint backlog will start. We have to put it in the another backlog called sprint backlog. So in Jira, the tool is very good. I will show at the end. But these are like keywords. You can look into it. You are able to get it right. What is product backlog? What is sprint backlog? Any doubt, please ask me. And also daily scrum. Daily scrum means every day I told you like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll have stand-up meeting, like day-to-day activities, what is happening. In that I will update what I worked yesterday, what problems I faced, what challenges I faced, how easy it was. And today what will be working. And so, okay, if I completed today, I will take another task. You yourself can decide. We already know the priority of the which task we have to work. For example, login in the first sprint, 4 developers are there. 2 developers, they already finished their work. They themselves can go and pick the new task from that login module. So it is all are independently, they can work, collaborate, everything they can decide themselves. And there is one thing called sprint review. Yeah. Sprint review, I told you, right? Like, for example, I will explain this Scrum framework. Okay, so this product owner, you can read, right? Input. Can you read? Anybody can read this one? Is it visible? Okay, I can read it. I will read it for you guys. Input from the executives, teams, stakeholders, customers, and users. That is what the product owner will do, and he will create the product backlog. That part is clear, right? From the client, he will get and he will create a product backlog. And next comes the team, and in the team, we know already the priority. We'll create the backlog, everything. So that is called a day-to-day meeting. Also, it happens. And once we start our work, we'll take from the product backlog and put it in the sprint backlog. Sprint will run for 1 to 4 weeks. That's it. Whatever the sprint backlog, we will take it from the product backlog, must not exceed 1 week to, if I am running a 1 week sprint, if I consider, you take the task which can be achievable only within 1 week. If we are running bi-weekly, or if the task is going to take 2 weeks, we have to take the use cases from the product backlog, which we can achieve in the 2 weeks. We cannot take more or we cannot take less, because they already defined this will take 2 days, this will take 3 days for the developers, like, right? So everything they know by earlier, so we can take that task and we start working upon. So product owner already defined this task will take 3 days. As a developer, we know, right? Sometimes, okay, he has put 3 days is very less, 4 days is more, like that. We can, that also we can discuss in the sprint. Okay. Any question here? How to take it from product backlog to Scrum backlog? Hello?
No, sir, no question.
Yes.
Yeah. So it will not exceed 1 to 4 week sprint, and every 24 hours we'll have call. And we'll come to know if we complete, we can, product owner go and check that this team is doing good, team is not doing good. He will come to know through backlog, right? We'll, once we finish our task, what we will do, we will close, we finished this task. Everything will do that in the tool. Once you understand the tool, you will come to know. So everything will happen in the tool. So that is how burn down or burn chart will be there, right? Burn down chart. In the chart, the product owner or any stakeholder, they will come to know if these people are really taken the task for this sprint. When did they close? How did they close? The chart, how it looks, chart. Okay. In the Google, you can check how it looks, the burn down chart. For example, they will assign 3 days work. They will tell this as a story points. If for a consider one story point is a 1 day, and he has assigned login page will be achieved in 3 days, and somebody can go and close that after 4 days, right? They will think that after 4 days it got closed, but the story point is 3. That is how everything will get updated in the chart, so they can track also. And
We'll be discussing more about these charts later, sir.
yes, in the Jira tool, everything is there. Once you just it is look like a buzzwords, right? Later you can understand better. Once you visually you look into actual tool, how it looks, then you can easily understand. Okay, they can track everything. And there is a daily Scrum meeting. I told you, right? 15 minutes every day it will happen. That is called daily Scrum meeting, not more than that. 15 to 20 minutes. That is how you can take. Oh, product owner has given this 3 days, but I need 4 days. Yeah, we can go and change also. Otherwise, in burn down chart, it will looks like 4 days he has put, 3 days he has put, story points he has put, and you have finished that in 4 days. It doesn't look good. In between, you could go and change, and you can add a comment that why it is can't be finished within 3 days. That is the flexibility even developer have that. Okay. So then it looks like okay, 4 days work, and he has completed within 4 days. That changes also in the tool. We can do that. That is how this agile framework is very. And sprint review will happen. For example, one example I wanted to give is like 1 to 4 week sprint. Consider we are doing it for 2 week sprint. And consider 2 week sprint means there will be 10 days, correct? So 10 days means maximum one person can work only for 8 days here. Last 2 days, I will leave it for review and retrospective. I will explain what is that. So first 8 days means maximum one person can take 8 story points. That's it, not more than 8 story points. So 8 story points is so big, yeah, we can split. I will take 2 story points, I will complete, and I will take another 2 story point, 4 story points. Maximum we can take 8 story points, not more than that. That is the reason for 2 weeks. So 9th day is a review day. Okay, that is the reason review will happen. 8th day we have implemented, tested, everything is done. Whatever the sprint we achieved our goals. So what we will do, 8th day we'll go give a demo to our product owner. That is, and there also he will tell any changes. Okay, this doesn't look good. It did not fit into whatever the use cases I have added. You have not achieved. Okay, well done. You have achieved, like that. He will, that day you people will come to know. Okay. And 10th day, and you need to fix, because we need to close. If it is very near, right? The button we need to change, the color we need to change, that kind of small reviews. Any changes come, that day we will fix it. That is the reason for 9th and 10th day is meant for. And after that, that sprint will close one sprint, and the next sprint will take from the backlog, will take a next sprint backlog. From the product backlog will take another set of 2 weeks of work and put it in the sprint backlog, that is sprint 2. Okay, once we finish the work, right, then retrospective will happen. Anybody knows what is retrospective? You were
It's
able to
like
catch, right, what I'm telling?
it's like a demo or something,
Demo
or
happened on review. We have given on demo. On the 9th day, we have 2 weeks sprint means 10 days. 8th day till 8th day, we'll do development, testing, everything. We'll finish our work. 9th day, we'll give the demo. That is the review happened. And the review feedback also, we have to fix it. So
then this
everything
would
is
be
happened.
working on the changes or anything that they can
Can somebody
improve.
mute? Yeah.
Yeah, it maybe I think it is about what changes they can do, or how they can improve on what
Correct.
they have worked in.
Yeah. So 10th day, what we will discuss, right? If it is a sprint, the challenges you may, right? What challenges you only know, what developers, tester, and all. Actually, we'll start the 2 use case. Yeah, sprint work. What, there are 3 steps we will usually discuss in the retrospective. What went well and what did not go well, what changes we can, and then we can create action from that. I will tell what is that one by one. So what went well means you achieved something. You can tell in this development what is going well. Even okay, use cases were easy, like it is clearly mentioned. We did not we get a device, we had a dependency, we did not get that on time, and okay, sometimes server was down. So these are the things, right? These are the concern. Everything we'll discuss. What happened? It is like a post-mortem. What happened? What went well? We'll write. Okay, what did anybody can speak, like what went well in that project, and what it did not go well. That also you can give a input. That also we will note it in the tool. Everything is there in the tool only. We'll add everything. What went well, your name. You will, what went well we will write, and against your name we will also note down that what did not go well. And if you can provide any input, right, action, okay sir, next time make sure that we must not um, um, delay getting device or something like that. You can give advice also for us. That is action item. So everything will note it down. Okay, so this is what will happen in the retrospective. So it is like an open communication. Whatever we know went to only related to the project we'll discuss. And okay, our experience is more, I did not achieve, underachieve, whatever you want, you can tell. everything will note down. And there is an action item also. Action item means somebody need like always some person is working on Android device, iOS device. He need a device. He did not get a device. That those kind of concern, right? Those are action item. Okay, I need one Android device for this OS. I need iOS device for this OS. That is the action item. That is up to management, right? So that action item, everything will put it in the review retrospective. That is what the retrospective. So that retrospective will add our product owner and concerned people as well, and will submit it. And that post-mortem, whatever we have inputted, right, it will go to everyone. Action item also will go to like a product owner. So he will come to know, okay, these people need a Android iOS device. Because of that, some delay is happening. In the next sprint, it may affect. So let me buy that. And they will decide, okay. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what how transparent it is. This is why it is very good. Okay. Yeah, we discuss the same thing like what is a Scrum team. Oh, in the Scrum team, there is a product owner. He will create a product backlog. You people know, right? Like I explained product backlog, how we will create. And the Scrum Master part of our team, he might be a developer also. He is a tester also. He has to contribute means he will also take 1 or 2 story points. Okay, he is not like above or below you guys. Okay, it is like equivalent to you. He just listen and he will put it in. Like if any very important, that time he immediately speak to product owner. For that purpose, Scrum Master is there. And everything is self-organizing. Okay. And what is product backlog? Priority is list of requirements and the feature. We already discussed it, right? Prioritized means product owner. He will decide the priority. Which task go first, which task go next. Okay, that is his responsibility. He has to fill it so that our team must stop without work. He has to fill everything. Product backlog must have a lot of things.
WhatsApp. Phone call.
Okay. So product backlog will be so huge that I will not go and see, oh, there is no empty backlog, product backlog. If there is an empty product backlog means the project is not there. Okay, and sprint, I told you, right, it will go for 1 to 4 weeks. And that based on our project, will decide whether we'll go with a 1 week sprint, bi-weekly sprint, or 4 week sprint. I have not seen people who worked on the 4 week sprint, and usually we have worked with a bi-weekly sprint. And it begins with a sprint planning. Yeah, we already discussed this. What is product? Yeah, subset of product backlog. Any question here related to product backlog, sprint backlog? Okay, sorry, this is a sprint backlog, right? You people know, right, what is a sprint backlog and a product backlog, the difference, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you already know what is a daily scrum. Daily, it is a stand-up meeting, happens 15-20 minutes. That is a daily scrum. Sprint review, it will happen at the end of the sprint. That is a demo will happen in the sprint review. And team presented completed work to stakeholders and obtain the feedback. That is what is happening. We already discussed that. And sprint backlog we have to finish the sprint backlog, and sometimes obstacle will come. You mentioned it will take 8 days. It may not finish within 8 days. It may go for 10-15 days also, right? Because we have not everything. It is agile. Sometimes whatever I will tell that it is able to finish within 4-5 days may not. Might be it is more harder than 8 days work. Sometimes that time what happens we'll come to know. And last one is a sprint retrospective. This is what I told you. Held after sprint review, team reflects on the sprint, discuss improvements, enhanced process. There will be what happened well, not well, and what changes we need. This is what it happens in the sprint retrospective. Yeah, so that's what we can wind up today. Any question here? You are clear, right? Any question, team?
Yeah, just one request, sir, not a question. In a later session, sometimes if you can cover the story point estimation versus the actual estimation. Like I see different interpretation, different places. Couldn't understand that properly because some places it says it's based on sizing, it's not absolute numbers. The story point estimation and
Yeah, the
I mean the
story
actual
point,
estimation of hours for a particular user story differs from the. It's not a. It's like it's not like 4 hours or 8 hours, but that is one story point. I mean,
No,
I
no,
couldn't clearly understand that from.
okay, story points, I will, okay. What we will do, I will tell in our actual practical, in our team, right? What we will do, I will consider story point one day is equal one story points. If you take up any task, you know how many days you will take, right? You already know. You can assess, right? As a developer or a tester, okay, sir, this is a huge task. I need 2 days, you will tell. Okay.
So it's based on number of hours. That's actually estimating the work
8
that
hours.
you need to do.
You consider 8 hours is one sprint. Sorry,
Okay.
story point.
Okay.
Okay, so that we can define 4 hours. We can take one story point. That based on us. Usually, what we have done in our organization, I will consider one story point one day. That base we can change. This is everything is dynamic, but we have to be fixed at the beginning.
So it varies from organization to organization. So
Yeah, that based on
you'll have a
project lead.
standard there. Okay.
Project lead, project lead.
Okay. Okay.
So it is easy for us to consider one sprint one day. I will feel that is easy. So you know, right? Okay, 1.5 days you may take, right? 1.5 story points
Okay.
it will become like that. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Sir, good evening, sir. So
Fine.
regarding the Agile principle, in that slide, I saw only 10 points. Usually it will be 12, right?
Yeah, here 12.
No, next slide, next one. Next one, yes.
Okay, I will check.
Okay.
What is missed here?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Anyway, we can read it to see whatever we explained. Okay, focus on customer satisfaction. We know. Accept the changes, deliver the work request, work as a team. Like you can. Yeah, this is for exam purpose, but you understood, right? You can go through this. What is the total?
Yes. Understood. I'm clear and understood, sir. But just wanted to check, is there any recent update and they removed? Okay. Thank you.
Anything else?
Nothing from my side, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so we are good. Can we close this session?